Okay, we're going to show you how to take off the paper backing. You can see I've already done one on this side where I rubbed off the paper backing. I did that so I could take pictures. Now I'm going to do the video of taking the paper off this. So first step is to take a wet paper towel or wet rag and moisten the paper. So what you want to do is essentially the paper is bonded to the toner, which is also stuck into the gel. And what we want to do is wet the paper pretty thoroughly so that we can rub it off and leave the toner behind just stuck to the gel. So you can see as we start to moisten this, you can start to see the image coming through. There's still some dry spots there, so we're going to keep kind of putting more and more of this moisture. It's not just plain old water, although I suppose you could do that. That's a moist rag. Okay, so that's okay for now. Now what I'm going to do is stick my finger into this rag and gently start to rub against the paper. You can see how it's coming off of the image. Don't rub too hard or you'll pull the toner off. This requires a little bit of patience because you don't want to go too fast or you'll pull the toner out of the gel. Okay, you can see we're starting to make a little bit of progress. I'm going to stop the video and keep doing what you just saw me do, and we'll talk about it a little bit more at the next step. Okay, so I've rubbed off the first layer. You can see there's a bunch of paper over here, and it appears to be pretty decent, but it's fooling you because the paper is actually moist, which makes it a little bit transparent. So we're going to leave this sit for 10 minutes or something like that. And when we come back, you'll see that there's still paper on there, and it's got a kind of a white film over the image. So you have to go back and do 2 or 3 times here just to make sure you get all the paper off. Otherwise, it'll not quite look right. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes, and you can see that there's more paper left on there than it was clear from before. So again, I'm taking my little moist rag and I'm gonna just kind of keep going over it, pulling off more and more paper. And then eventually, it'll kind of get to the point where when you let it dry, you don't see anything anymore. But it's sort of one of those things where not being in too much of a rush is the right thing to be doing. One of the other things I tend to do is, see, I'm starting to pull off a little bit of the toner here. So you have to be a little careful not to get too rambunctious. You can see the other one that I did before still has a little bit of paper to it, so I could probably still go over that. But you get the idea. So just kind of keep doing things. Don't rush it. And the next step will be come back and weather this, make it look a little faded.